Hello everyone, I'm back with the Lancaster bomber, but no issues, if you know what I mean. Like, there's no, I'm unsubscribing to it on Monday. Like, I'm tired of it now. I tried putting that in. Like, I got that one in, but I tried putting it in, and then when I did get it in, obviously it weren't tucked down in there properly, and then that happened to it when I noticed that it kept lifting, that one of them kept lifting out all the time. So I was thinking, oh, what's going on? It ain't screwed down in there properly. And then, yeah, so it pinched it and it's done that to it. So, do you know what I mean? It's like literally I've got to change that in there now. That's got to go all the way in there somewhere and change it. And I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not going to keep going back in these engines all the time. I've had enough. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's too much of a jar. And someone already said that as well. He said if they would have started off with the engines when it came out, if they would have gave us the engines at first, he said he would have unsubscribed to it anyway. And I'm doing the same now. Like, I'm not bothering. For one, it ain't dihedral anyway. It looks exactly the same as what it is in that begin picture anyway inside when you open it up in there in the magazine. Do you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? And like I say, like, no disrespect, but it's just like, I was going to put oil in there on that rod, on that metal rod, because obviously, you know what I mean, there's probably something catching in there, but I don't think it is. But, you know, I think it's more back here that's having problems, if you know what I mean. Because I've looked in there to see if there's anything catching, mate, and there's nothing. But it could be actually inside the front bit. These bits. When you glue them all in there and everything, I think it's the actual metal piece that's the like the washer sort of thing in it. It's like a washer, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Inside there, I think inside there needs probably oiling, like a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But still, at the end of the day, I'm not going to keep unscrewing these engines all the time. The amount of times I've gone in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, I'm tired of it now. Like, it's boring me. Like, you know what I mean? It's you know, it's too much, man. And, like, obviously, I've got to go back in there again anyway at some point. But I'm not now. But, obviously, that needs to be pushed down. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I've already just put all this back together about an hour ago before I've just done this video now. Do you know what I mean? Because I did do another video with me making it, like putting all the leads in and everything, but I had to delete it because I did that to it. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I've had to delete that video now, so that can't be showing up on YouTube now anyway. But it's not what it is, man. It really ain't. Do you know what I mean? It really ain't. You know, I know I should, you know what I mean, but it's like, I'm not paying for something that don't work, and I know for sure that when that goes on the dam, mate, when it's all together, this side's going to play up, and probably the other side. So it's like, I've had fun doing it, putting videos up for you guys to see and that, so thanks, you know what I mean, I appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not doing no more with this now. No, I did make another video, but now that's happened to it, where it's done that to me. It's like, nah, I'm done. That's getting unsubscribed to Monday. Like, literally, I'm not having no more of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And if that Skyline does the same thing at some point, do you know what I mean? That'll end up getting unsubscribed to and all. Do you know what I mean? But I know I'm just wasting my money on this now. Like, so that's the end for me on this one. It's a shame, but you know, but I'll see if I can sell it on eBay when I make a count up on it and everything. Like, most of it, I'll probably sell it for cheap anyway. Say about 30, 40, 50 quid at least. I won't go any more higher than that because it's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? But it's all there anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've literally undone that now. Do you know what I mean? I've took them off. Do you know what I mean? you know. So I know someone in there that probably can use all that for spare parts. Do you know what I mean? It was good when all this came out. Do you know what I mean? But what it is, you know what I mean? But, you know, but that's, like I say, you don't have to use that, but you can use all the other parts in there. But that's what I'm saying. I can't be arsed with this model no more. It's not what it is, man. It really ain't. What are the propellers sitting on anyway when it is actually on the dam? The propellers are just gonna fall off. They're not holding on to anything. You're not actually, whether or not it works anyway, but you might, if you want to do that, you know what I mean? You probably won't be able to glue it to that. If it'll fucking focus. Because it don't want to focus on this. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's it going to sit on? Do you know what I mean? Like, when you put them on there, like, they're just going to come off, mate. They're just going to come flying off. They're just going to drop on the floor and then end up getting dented and scratched. So it's like, what are they actually sitting on the dam? There's nothing holding them on. Do you know what I mean? You know? But like I say, it was good doing it. Everything else is all wrapped up. Look, it's all wrapped up in the corner there. Like, all screws. So what actually gets sold in this, like everything in here, we get put in another box anyway. So everything will be in there, wrapped up and stuff. It's just, I'm done with this now. It's not worth it. Like, I'm not paying for it no more. You know what I mean? It, like I say, it was fun at first. But if they would have brought out the engines, like, in the issue 1, and like, obviously issue 2 and that, from so on for it to work, because that's where it would have been. Issue 1 would have been propeller and then a little bit of the engine, do you know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? But they left it to a certain point so that we carry on with it. But yeah, it's not. I can't be arsed with this model no more. It's not worth it. And I'm not, like I say, I'm going to put it on the dam and then it ain't going to go round no engines, you know what I mean? I know what people are saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, put oil on the rod and then take this off the motor and stuff like that. It's like, I'm not doing that. Do you know how many times I've gone in these engines, sorting it all out all the time? That's why I left it all completely apart. Like, I literally kept taking it apart like 20 times, mate, at least about 20 damn times, mate, going in and out of these fucking shit crap engines. Do you know what I mean? Sorry for my language, but it's the truth, mate. That's why at one point, because I haven't put a video up about it, but obviously now, like, obviously I thought, like, let me pull it up, because I know you guys have been waiting for a video. Do you know what I mean? But all this was all apart. I had all this one here, this section, all that was all apart in bits. And I've just had to put it all back together again. Like, mate, you know what I mean? Like, most of the screws probably ain't even in the right place. I know that one ain't, anyway. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, do you know what I mean? You know, like I say, it's you know, if they would have done a lot more better with it, then maybe things would have gone somewhere, I think. Do you know what I mean? If they would have done more better with the engines and that, with them working and that, if they would have actually looked into it and actually just, you know what I mean? Instead of just, you know, like the factory people or whatever, you know what I mean? If they would have looked into it a lot more better, then maybe fair enough. But the wheel's not going to come out anyway. I think there's going to be a lot of trouble with that. Probably. Do you know what I mean? But I just know that them engines ain't going to go round when it's on the dam. I'm going to press that stupid little control button and it's going to do nothing. Like, literally, it's just going to make that silly little noise go, struggling to do something. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to, that's just going to wind me up when I've paid all that money for something that don't work. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally. So, but that's just me, that's just it anyway. Like I say, it's not worth it, man. It really ain't. If you're getting away with it, good for you. Do you know what I mean? Good on you, man. At least, you know what I mean. It's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not wasting no more money on it now anyway. Like, I'm done with it. it's got to that point now where it's like, nah, goodbye from me now, mate. Like on this one, I think the Boulders model one looks a lot more better anyway. Do you know what I mean? You could do near enough to suck your same things as this stuff anyway, near enough to it. Make engines work on it. Some people have. I've seen people on YouTube with most of their big Lancaster models, do you know what I mean? Model kits. And they've like made the engine go round, do you know what I mean? You know, but it's just like that person spent a lot of time and, you know what I mean, sussing that out, and I'm not doing that anyway. Especially with this one anyway, even though it's like there and then, innit, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's got the engine and that working and stuff and everything, going around and everything. But, yeah, I'm just tired of it now, people, man. Like, that just deaded me off just a minute ago. I was like, you know what, I'm not going back in that engine again. Like, forget it. I spent an hour putting all that back together again. This one. Spent about an hour screwing it all back to where it needs to be put back to, and then I'll get it in there, and then that happens to me, and it's like, I'm not going back in there again. You're just doing it to me on purpose. Like, you want me to keep going in and out of that engine all the time. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to keep doing that. I shouldn't have to keep doing that all the time. Fair enough, if something's not working, if something's blocking it, fair enough. But I'm done with it now. I just thought I'd let you guys know what's going on. That you won't be seeing no more videos of this Lancaster bomber no more now. That's it, I'm done with it now, that's the end of it. It's not worth it anyway. If you're having troubles with this model, unsubscribe to it. Let me tell you. If you're, you know what I mean? If you're not skilled in that area, like, if you know what I mean, to, you know what I mean, take it all apart and then try and do what you want to do to it and stuff. Like, I advise you to not bother, because you're gonna not be happy with the outcome. Do you know what I mean? Especially if something gets ruined and stuff, you're not gonna be happy with it if you're not like skilled like that. I'm not skilled myself doing all that. If I bought a plastic model kit, I wouldn't know how to do the engine thing, like all what this is on there. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't even bother doing that. But people that are skilled in that area know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? You know, but yeah, like I say, if you're having troubles with this model, mate, like I have been, unsubscribe to it. You're better off. Cut your losses to it. It's not worth it. You're just wasting £47 for 4 issues a month. You like, literally. But if you're making money off of it by, you know what I mean, because I know there's people on eBay doing that, getting issues and then selling them on there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's their way of getting money. So, do you know what I mean? Obviously, they're not fixing it, but they're just getting issues and then selling it on there. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen it on there. I've looked on eBay and I've seen it. So either someone that's actually subscribed to it and getting issues and then selling it, or there's someone in there stealing them. So I know what's going on. There's only a few ways of that going round. Do you know what I mean? Someone that works in that department, sneaking issues and selling it. Do you know what I mean? Because we all know there's people out there that thief. So it's not like there ain't. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's just I've had enough. But I won't keep you all anyway, everyone. Sorry that it's come to this, but you know, I thought it weren't going to be that, but now it has. So it's goodbye for the Lancaster now anyway. So you guys do what you want to do. I just thought I'd let you know and inform you. But you won't see any more videos with the Lancaster no more. That's it. Monday morning, it's getting unsubscribed to. I'm not buying no more. Like, if they bring out something else that looks good, I'll have a look at that if it's something I'm interested in. But I thought this was really going to be good, but it fucking ain't. It really ain't. You know what I mean? It really ain't. It ain't going my way anyway. It just wants me to keep going in and out, going in and out, going in and out, going in and out, and I'm done with that. So yeah, later on everyone anyway. Peace.